Process of forming the next government in India has picked up momentum with the recently held Lok Sabha polls giving a majority to the NDA alliance led by PM Modi. Meeting of the coalition partners of NDA is underway at PM's residence with senior BJP leader and Home Minister Amit Shah, JDU chief and Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, TDP Supremo Chandrababu Naidu, Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, LJP leader Chirag Paswan, HAM secular leader Jitan Ram Manji, RLD chief Jayant Chaudhary and Jan Sena chief Pawan Kalyan. This is NDA's first meeting after the poll results. Earlier in the day, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi went to President's house and met President Draupadi Murmu and tendered his resignation along with the Union Council of Ministers after dissolution of 17th Lok Sabha. President Murmu accepted the resignation and requested the Prime Minister and the Union Council of Ministers to continue in office till the new government is formed. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi also called on Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar at Vice President's enclave in New Delhi today. All right, we are joined by DD India correspondent Kriti Vadera for more. Kriti, a very good afternoon to you. Now, after election results, a meeting is underway at PM's residence. What are you getting for us from there? What is happening? Can you just update us regarding the current situation?
Good evening, Siddharth. And yes, the alliance meeting of NDA has already started at PM's residence. And by 4, the guests were, they were reaching to PM's residence. And in this is going to be the first collision meeting after the declaration of results yesterday. And all the major coalition alliances have gathered here, and it's going to be a formal discussion before PM actually in front of President submits his coalition formal letter to President for making the government, for forming the government. And yes, after PM's resignation, as it's a constitutional procedure, that's how the entire day we have witnessed. The first PM has submitted his resignation to President, and today evening it will be a formal dinner for the Council of Ministers before it formally gets dissolved. And meanwhile, after the President's protocol, the current Council of Ministers and the PM would be looking after the nation before the former
Kriti, can you update us on the meeting?
So that's the protocol, that's
which is underway,
protocol which is being taken. Yes, Siddharth, as you said, many major alliances, all the supremos of major parties, be it Nitish Kumar from JDU or from TDP, Chandrababu Naidu has reached PM's residence. And yes, it's going to be a formal discussion before this collision happens. And of course, there'll be a bargain for certain portfolios, what we are seeking from the reports and the sources. So this is what we are getting out of the meeting, which has already started here.
Okay, now Kriti, with BJP getting 240, how do you see the government formation right now as far as the current situation is concerned? Can you tell us what all other parties BJP is banking on other than JDU and TDP?
Well, Siddharth, although this 240 number appears to be a half-baked cake in terms of election result to us, but let me remind you of the fact when UPA government was formed in this coalition process, India has faced many coalition governments other than the last two, what we witnessed of the thumping majority by Bharatiya Janata Party. So that time Congress scored 140 as the number, and still they managed to make the coalition government very tactfully. And when I talk about Bharatiya Janata Party, they've scored a good mark of 240. So they are the biggest party in this coalition. It would be a safe play for Bharatiya Janata Party. Of course, all the discussions which will happen in this, NDA alliance meeting, they would be coming up in the later half of the evening. We will be updating you on the same. And as you said, it's not just JDU and TDP because they have the major share, the seats. So because they have to be considered the major alliance. But other than that, Jitan Ram Manjhi has also reached there, and other alliances also, which have proved to be very merciful for Bharatiya Janata Party. When I talk about the state elections of Andhra Pradesh also, Pawan Kalyan is also there, claiming to be, in the major alliance of NDA with 2 seats in Parliament. So all such names, big names, celebrity names are there for this coalition government, and they'll be seeking their formation of the government with NDA.
All right. We'll keep taking updates from you, Kriti, but as of now, thank you so much for your analysis. Prime Minister Modi is set to become India's Prime Minister for a record 3rd time. World leaders send their wishes on his victory. Here's a report.
Tuesday's victory solidified Narendra Modi's status as the first leader since India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru to secure a 3rd consecutive 5-year term, marking a significant milestone in India's political history and also the country's first Prime Minister to do so in more than 60 years. His party, the BJP, is still by far the largest party in Parliament and in a position to form the next government along with its NDA allies. The NDA appears poised to establish a government with congratulatory messages streaming in from numerous international leaders, underscoring the global recognition of their victory. Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni extended her wishes and said that the 2 nations will consolidate cooperation on various issues for the well-being of people. China congratulated Prime Minister Modi on his re-election. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson said, "A healthy and stable China-India relations is in the interest of both countries." Bhutan's Prime Minister Tshering Tobgay sent his wishes and said he was looking forward to deepening ties with India. Mohamed Muizzu, the President of Maldives, congratulated the Prime Minister and said that he is looking forward to work together to advance the shared interests in pursuit of prosperity and stability for the 2 countries. Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe, Nepalese Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachand and Mauritian Prime Minister Praveen Jugnauth extended their wishes to Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the victory. They expressed their desire to work closely with him. India successfully concluded the world's biggest election held in 7 phases over 6 weeks with almost 1 billion people registered to vote. Bureau Report, DD India.